Bruce Lee mentions the art of fighting without fighting. Of course, by the same token, he doesn't really give us any script on how to accomplish that. Sun Tzu says to defeat your enemy without fighting is the supreme skill. Basically, Bruce Lee just rehashed Sun Tzu. I personally like Sifu Tackett. Got a link to his video down here in the description. He talks about the art of verbal Jiu-Jitsu, which is basically a way of fighting without fighting, avoiding the fight. And the beauty of it is, rather than some wonderfully flourished sentiment, he actually provides some instruction in it. Or before I knew about Sifu Tackett, before he was making those videos, I had an experience where I made the practice of defeating my enemy without fighting, or at least diffusing the fight without fighting. It's about 30 years ago. I was in 5 Point, which in Columbia is the college drunk part of town. I was in a bar called Group Therapy, which still exists. When I would go down to that section of town, in the event that I might have a drink, because I lived close enough, I would walk. On this particular evening, it was a little drizzly and looked to threaten rain, so I had an umbrella. Brown, stylish umbrella, brass handle. It's a great weapon, if needed. But when closed and rolled up, it kind of looked like a cane. I was in the front section of the bar. The bar was divided into several sections. There's a front section, front door, and little area. The bar and a hallway. A back common area, inside common area, and an outside common area, and yet another little bar around the corner. I was in the front gathering section and needed to go to the restroom, which I had to go down the little narrow hallway in front of the bar. There at the bar was a very tall gentleman. His elbows on the bar, bent over, his butt poked out so that he left maybe 8 to 10 inches between his backside and the wall. Obviously a very tall dude. So I tried to squeeze by him, accidentally bumped him while he was wasting his beer. He gets up, grabs me by the shoulder, spins me around, and looks down at me. I mean, this dude, to me, was tall. And I don't mean like 6 feet or 6'2". I mean like 6'8", 6'10", maybe taller. Obviously, probably played basketball for the university. Man, you made me spill my beer. Itching for a fight. I don't know. 1, not going to fight Beanstalk. I'm not going to fight him in the middle of a bar. I don't like fighting. I may study a martial art, I may teach it. I have been in fights. I do not like it. So I leaned on my umbrella. Oh man, I'm sorry. I said, I'm just trying to get to the restroom, and turned around and kind of limped on the umbrella. I could feel the tension immediately. Oh, face it. What's the guy gonna do? Beat up a guy of his size who's on a cane? That's a no-win fight. I go to the restroom, I come back, he's gone. I sit down at the end of the bar. There's a young lady and her boyfriend. She spots me right away. She comes over, she gives me a great big hug out of nowhere and says, me and my boyfriend, we watched the whole thing. We were ready. We were ready for you. You did. That was awesome. The way you just turned him off. And she goes and sits back down, which was confirmation to me. There was a fight bubbling, but I turned it off. Y'all keep training, keep practicing. Have a good